People ask for that, so here we go. We're gonna play Donphan in Great League. And today we're gonna take a look at the team that I actually built for the Open Great League, but I'm gonna play it in Great League Remix here. You can play it in either league, both are fine. Of course, Donphan is not really made for Great League, to be honest. The stat product of this thing is way too low for Great League, but it still was fine. It was not too bad, but it's definitely not as good as a Macago, for example, or the Noctowl. Noctowl is so bulky, Macago is also really bulky, and this thing is just a squishy boy. But the team actually worked pretty well. I got hard counted a lot of times. I think I have every game in there which I played with this team. But yeah, here again, Toxic Croc in the back, things, complete hard counter. And also, I lagged in the beginning, as you saw here as well. I lagged in the beginning a little bit. And I happened to have 2 games in the beginning or back to back against Pidgeot, where I just lagged the first 2 turns and couldn't do anything. Back to back, first 2 games with this team, first 2 times lagging against a Pidgeot. It was amazing. A 10 out of 10 can recommend, and I thought, okay, yeah, this is not a brave bird, I am fine. Yeah, and we get hard counted here. There's nothing you can do here anymore. Cool. Yeah. This video doesn't go on for that the whole time. This was the first games I played. I didn't really had the best of luck, to be honest, there. Now we're gonna lose here with 2 shields. There's nothing you can do, but this is how it goes. I'm honest. In here we have finally a good lead, and we lagged again for the first turn there. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that was basically how I had to play for the last sets. That's why I also didn't finish all my sets yesterday anymore, because it was just too laggy. I don't know why. I restarted my phone, I did everything, nothing worked. This is just how it goes. But yeah, we have some cool content now with Donphan still coming up. Donphan was way better in the later games than in the early games. Here we can still get a shield, and Lickitung should be able to be fine there. I don't know why Lickitung is still allowed in this cup, but Lickitung is most likely one of the best Pokemon in this cup, even maybe even the best Pokemon. It's just so safe. So yeah, we're gonna be able to win this game easily, as we can go for a Body Slam, KO this thing, and now we just have the Pro Pass against our Donphan, and there's nothing that Pro Pass can do because the counter is double super effective. Into the next game. Surfeit. I think here my opponent lagged the turn, so that was lucky for me. But yeah, we can just basically count it down a little bit. Go for another Body Slam. You get to Body Slam after 5. I think Donphan gonna be really cool in Ultra League. I'm definitely gonna build one for there as well. And also really cool for Master League Premier Cup. Premier Cup Classic, to be honest there. I have a Hundo already powered up, so I don't really have to spend a lot of Stardust either. Because actually the funny thing, Donphan was, I think, my first, it's my second Hundo I've ever had in Pokemon Go. Let me see when I actually got my Hundo Donphan. That must be still 2016 or something, or 2017, I don't know. Oh, must be 2017, because that's only when Generation 2 came out, I think. But yeah, my Donphan was my second, 2017, my second Hundo I ever caught, and pretty happy about this thing. I got it actually from an egg, and I actually know exactly where I hatched the thing, so it's kind of something special for me, and finally I can use it in the Master League as well. It could be actually the case that Mudslap is better in Master League Premier Classic than the counter move. I mean, counter degenerates energy still faster, but you can counter the Metagross way better and stuff like this. Maybe a Mudslap might be better in Master League now. But having access to the Body Slam definitely going to help there as well, so I'm hyped for this. But yeah, Pidgeot is actually so good in the new cup. I think I'm also going to try out a Pidgeot team soon-ish. Because, yeah, I kind of have an idea around another new Pokemon which I could use Pidgeot for, so gonna be interesting there. Drapion, of course, is everywhere right now. I don't know, nearly everybody plays Drapion. You can also play Drapion if you want the best save-swap basically in the game, but I rather prefer not to. And my opponent gets to another move before I can even go for my Body Slam. Cool! Thanks, game. I don't know, I got really annoyed actually yesterday of this game. But it's all fine. No complaints. It's such a good game. Yeah, and we're gonna be able to just surrender there because my opponent hard-counted again. I think that was the other Pidgeot game though. And here we have another not so nice game. It's crazy though. The things I saw, maybe because Donphan is not meta whatsoever. I don't know. But yeah, we can go for some body slams. Actually, we can get 2 shields against this thing, which is hilarious. And Donphan pretty easily can take everything. I was like, okay, maybe I just charm everything down at this point. I know that Trevenant can't really do anything against me, and I should be fine there. Still, the Steep Bump gonna hurt a little bit. Was this guy that goes for a Shadow Ball? No, okay. There was one dude that went for a Shadow Ball against my Wigglytuff. I was like, okay, what the hell is going on there? Never go for a Shadow Ball, please. Thank you. And here, I just hope that whatever he has in the back is weak to Donphan with 1 shield. Yeah, that was basically my luck with this team. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Next up, Trevenant. It is, yeah. So, like, if anybody says, yeah, you do have better algorithm or better lead matchups or anything like this, again, I think this video cannot prove you wrong with that. It just happens to everybody. It's for everybody the same, and everybody has nice streaks and some unlucky streaks. So here we can actually just let this go. We can go into our Wigglytuff now. We have a good alignment depending on what he has on the back now. As long as it's not a poison type, we should be. I mean, poison type is also fine, just not a grass poison type. We can shield the Seed Bump. He has Lugia in the back. That's so spicy. Shadow Lugia is pretty cool. I also made it on my list for like meta Pokemon for this cup. I think Lugia definitely has some play, but not if it's locked up against a Charmander. But at this point, we're definitely gonna win this matchup as we can catch the move on the Donphan, and we just count him down, even though it's 4 times resisted with a 1 HP. That doesn't matter. And we're gonna go up against a Granbull, Shadow Granbull, something I don't really want to see. And yeah, my opponent gonna be able to just farm me down here because Donphan doesn't really have the bulk. So I'm just gonna go into my Licky. I'm gonna shield up the potential close combat. It's only a crunch, which I guess is the right move for the debuff there. We can go and get his last shield, and I'm just gonna try to charm him down in time before he gets to another move, which worked out perfectly fine. And my opponent actually goes into a Kufik Regice, and at this point I thought, if you go into this Pokemon, you're most likely really weak in general in the back for that. But actually I forgot about the fact that I still have 2 normal types in the back, and he knows about both of them. And he knows that against a Lickitung, Kufik has even less play than against a Charm Wigglytuff. So basically that was the right play on my opponent's part and the wrong play on my part to shield there, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, that was kind of hilarious because I thought it a little bit differently, but he knows of course I have 2 normal types and his ghost type cannot do anything against me whatsoever. I actually have the 2 normal types in the back exactly for that reason, because against ghost types or Donphan is like so bad. Like you have counter, you have body slam, what do you want to do against it? So yeah, not the best. Here we have a Noctowl against us. We can just go into our Wiggle and wiggle him down a little bit. Because against the Wiggle, the matchup didn't change. You go for a Sky Attack before and you go still for a Sky Attack. There's nothing really that happened there. But interesting to see Noctowl a little bit more. And at this point we most likely already lost. Because there's a Magcargo in the back. And Magcargo is such a good Pokemon. I really enjoyed that. Like if you saw the video yesterday, this thing is amazing. This thing is so good. I'm gonna be able to shield the overheat here. My opponent goes into Drapion. I have to hope that I can win against this guy, but I have no idea how I couldn't get to the body slam in time in the first time. Like I was at the move, I pressed it, we should have been there at the same time and it just didn't work. But here we can go for 2 body slams, KOing him. We have to get 2 Power Whip, but my opponent actually runs the Rock Tomb, which is gonna lower our attack, so this won't KO him anymore, which is a good play on his part. And now it's gonna come down to the wire. He goes for the overheat. He doesn't KO us, but now we have to counter him down. We won the 1 HP in a dream with our good friend Donphan. And we have a Diggersby against us. Finally a decent matchup. It's still not the best, but okay, my opponent swaps out anyway. We go for the 1 debuffing, not debuffing, but like in general, like 1 body slam, so the matchup with the Lickitung is a little bit better. It's not like a worse matchup anyway, but you can go for 2 body slams now and you should be fine with the lick damage. While before you definitely needed 3 body slam anyway. So having this matchup now like this, I think is a little bit better than it was before. And we can just farm down time. Very nice. And my opponent goes into the Diggersby. We can even go for the Power Whip in time, which is really cool. My opponent shields up. decent play on his part, and I actually think he goes for the Fire Punch here, which is a nice play because he can farm me down on it this time, which is smart, very, very smart. No, he's like 100 energy against me, and this is a little bit scary now. But we can get some counter damage in, which put him very low. He baits me already, and now I have to shield again because it's definitely an Earthquake. And yeah, it's gonna be a little bit scary, and here we have to hope that he shields us so we can get to the Earthquake. For him, shielding is the right play. And we're gonna lose because my opponent, I guess, had Balls of Steel. You saw me there, like if there was literally no reason for him to not shield there. But well played there, I guess. I should have just went straight and I would have won that easily. Yeah, this opponent runs a Charm User in the lead with the Shadow Gardevoir, which is interesting, but we can basically do a lot of lick damage anyway, and we can go for the power. Now we can see Diggersby. So here you see how good this Lickitung is. Like, Lickitung is such a cheat code in general. Like, this thing is so amazing. Just the coverage of the power whip makes it so much better than every other lick user. Otherwise, like, of course, it's not really unique, but it's bulkier than most lick users and it has like the better coverage. I think Munchlax kind of comes close to that because of the Gunk Shot. But other than that, like, not really, to be honest. I like Lickitung is like so much better in general. Here we get actually the shield there, but we had to stay in here anyway. I was thinking I definitely also I won with the Baldoy, just barely gonna be able to go for the Earthquake. I had to survive that anyway because the Gardevoir would be at the move, but at this point we can just farm down and win the game there. Good game to my opponent. Next up, we're gonna have Trevenant in the lead. I'm just gonna try to swap out immediately. If you saw that there, I already saw the Pokemon on the right side. I downloaded the newest Pogo version at the same time before that, just to try out if there's something different. It was the same lag as before, so nothing changed in that regard. But you have like now, you can see, I think in the beginning already, the Pokemon you can swap in faster, and you see like a countdown for them when you can swap into them. And also I think the swap out animation is a bit faster as well, a little bit looks reversed, but I guess it's more functional. So yeah, a little bit changed in the new version for Go Battle League as well. Nothing really to the better, I think, but at least something changed, I guess. But yeah, we can just go for some nice body slams. There he goes into the Wigglytuff when we just gonna go straight into we go into the Wigglytuff, we go straight into the Trevenant because we can farm this thing down. Is this guy with Shadow Ball? This guy with Shadow Ball. I have literally no idea why he did this, but it's fine for me. He actually gets the move through, which is kind of annoying, but I know that he still would survive one move with a Donphan anyway. We can count him down in time, and this is gonna be a good game. Next up we have Dewgong. I think we lag here again. We definitely lagged there again. We haven't seen Peter here while we were at 14 turns, while he needs to be at 15 turns. Really cool. So now I'm gonna try to catch the next move, which worked out pretty well at least. And I have a move stored, got the Dewgong already low. And my opponent goes into Marek and was like, oh, why? Do you have Fire Blast? Let's see if we have Fire Blast, okay? Let's take a look there. He has the Fire Blast. Really cool for my opponent. I just wanted to see that, and yeah, it was fine for me if he has Fire Blast or not. I can go for the Earthquake here, KO this thing, and swap out immediately, so I don't... Like, I have something to clear the debuff here. I'm gonna no-shield this, I would say. Yeah, and he has Electrode in the back. Nothing I can do here anymore. Like, this game is over. Electrode just survives those moves way too good, and he can just go full charge moves way too fast. Very cool to see on Electrode though. Like, Electrode is such a good Pokemon. But yeah, there was nothing he could do. Didn't even show me if I had a move stored. I don't think I did, but would have at least been cool to see my charge move buttons, and that would have helped me a little bit more. But thanks, Niantic. Next up we have Muk against us again. Hypno Muk is like such a normal core that you see like a lot of times here right now. And the Sludge Wave gonna definitely hurt a little bit, but it is fine. I can go for, actually, like, this matchup is way better than you might think, because I can just shield once and farm him down now. And like, usually, like, Lick is resisted, like, you think this matchup is so bad, but just because of the pure bulk of the Lickitung, you have a decent matchup there still. And we can go for double body slam there. He has to shield once, and now we're in our K-spot. Here's the Rapidash in the back, and I was like, yeah, I should be able to get to 2 body slams at this point, because I can just go for 2 now, gonna throw, and he needs another Incinerate, and I should be able to get 1 turn before him to the move, and I'm actually gonna be able to KO this Rapidash, and good game there. And we should be able to get through even the... Is this like a Thunder Punch? Yeah, he goes for the Thunder Punch, doesn't KO, so he can go for the Body Slam, and that's gonna be a good game. Very interesting game there. Like, actually the Thunder Punch on the Donphan was hilarious. Into the last game, we have a Shadow Charizard against Sazza, which I definitely don't really want to face with my backline. And my opponent goes into a Shadow Lapras. It's like a Shadow Trainer here. I store a Body Slam there because I thought maybe I can use it later on. And I'm just gonna shield here just in case it's a Skull Bash. I can say take a Surf, but no Skull Bash. And I'm gonna be able to go for an Ice Beam, I would say, if he goes back into Charizard. He goes into Snorlax, also very interesting in general. Why would you go into Snorlax? Okay, now you go into Charizard, you didn't want to give up the shield, I guess. We can go for the Body Slam here, or we're just gonna not be able to swap into the right Pokemon because of Niantic, and they swap us into a different Pokemon now. Also cool. But yeah, we're still gonna be able to win this game, so thanks all for watching. I'm actually hyped to play this thing in Ultra League and then especially in Master League. And yeah, see you in the next video, have a great rest of your day, and bye!